The BikeNext 2026 Kawasaki Z900RS is back with a refreshing presence that blends the timeless charm of the 1970s with the sharp performance expectations of today's riders. In this video, we're taking a deep dive into what makes the new Z900RS a standout in the modern retro segment. Whether you're a nostalgic rider who grew up admiring classic Kawasaki machines or a new enthusiast who simply loves a bike with character, the 2026 Z900RS aims to strike that perfect balance between old and new. Let's explore how well it succeeds. At first glance, the Z900RS immediately pulls you in with its unmistakable roots inspired by the legendary Z1. Kawasaki has refined the silhouette for 2026 while staying true to the retro DNA. You still get the iconic teardrop fuel tank, the beautifully sculpted side panels, and the relaxed line that stretches from the headlamp to the tail. But this time, Kawasaki has introduced a more premium metallic finish with deeper layers that reflect differently under sunlight. The LED round headlamp has been upgraded for a warmer vintage glow while still offering the sharp visibility of a modern LED array. The rear also gets a fresher tail lamp pattern that maintains the retro aesthetic but improves brightness and clarity. Moving deeper into the build quality, the 2026 Z900RS features revised ergonomics with slightly improved seat cushioning and a new slip-resistant texture for longer rides. Kawasaki has paid particular attention to rider comfort this year. The handlebar height is marginally adjusted for a more natural elbow angle, especially noticeable during slow city cruising or weekend highway rides. The footpeg positioning remains relaxed, keeping the bike firmly in the retro roadster category, not pushing into aggressive naked bike territory. If you love a bike that is easy to ride for hours without fatiguing your shoulders or wrists, the new ergonomic tweaks will be a welcome addition. But design alone isn't what puts the Z900RS on the map, it's the performance that elevates the entire experience. For 2026, Kawasaki retains the proven 948cc inline-4 engine but applies updated mapping and enhanced thermal efficiency. Power delivery is smoother off the line and more linear through the mid-range. The engine is capable of producing around 110 horsepower, giving enough thrust for spirited riding while remaining controllable for intermediate riders. Whether you enjoy relaxed street rides or occasional bursts of excitement, the Z900RS delivers a dynamic personality that adapts to your mood. One of the biggest updates this year is the revised traction control system. Kawasaki's latest electronics package offers multiple riding modes, allowing the rider to dial in performance based on road conditions. The throttle response now feels more precise, particularly in the lower gears, thanks to the improved electronic throttle valve. For city riders, this means less jerkiness and more confidence weaving through traffic. For highway enthusiasts, the bike feels planted, stable, and silky smooth when accelerating to higher speeds. Kawasaki also worked on the suspension tuning for 2026, offering firmer damping that improves cornering stability. The 41mm inverted forks and horizontal backlink rear suspension continue to deliver excellent feedback, but the revised internals now help the bike stay composed on mixed road surfaces. Whether you're leaning into a sweeping curve or navigating imperfect roads, the Z900RS maintains a balanced personality. It's sporty when you push it, leisurely when you want it to be, and always refined. Braking performance remains top tier with dual 300mm front discs and a radial mount caliper setup. The ABS has been optimized for quicker response, especially during sudden braking scenarios. Riders will immediately notice the firmer lever feel and improved initial bite. Kawasaki clearly understands that a retro-inspired bike still needs modern stopping power, and the Z900RS delivers exactly that. One of the unique selling points of the Z900RS has always been its character, and the 2026 version adds even more personality with enhanced exhaust tuning. The upgraded exhaust system gives a deeper, fuller tone that echoes the classic Z1 rumble but with the cleanliness of a Euro 6 compliant engine. Kawasaki has achieved a nostalgic sound without compromising modern standards, and this alone will make many riders fall in love all over again. In terms of technology, the 2026 model introduces a fresh TFT LCD hybrid meter system. The dials maintain their analog inspiration, but the digital center screen is now larger, crisper, and more informative. It supports smartphone connectivity through Kawasaki's Radiology app, offering ride logs, navigation notifications, and bike status updates. While keeping the retro spirit alive, Kawasaki has quietly ensured that the Z900RS still feels like a modern machine with all the conveniences riders expect today. As for pricing, the 2026 Kawasaki Z900RS is expected to come in at around $12,499, depending on the market and color options. This places it in the competitive middle of the modern retro category, rivaling models from Triumph, Yamaha, and Honda. But what makes the Z900RS stand out is its commitment to authenticity. This is not just a modern bike dressed in retro clothing, it feels like a true evolution of Kawasaki's heritage. Ultimately, The 2026 Z900RS is a motorcycle for riders who appreciate craftsmanship, character, and timeless styling, but who also demand modern performance and comfort. It's a bike that connects generations, so old-school riders find memories of the past, while younger riders admire its uniqueness in a world filled with sharp, futuristic designs. Kawasaki has once again proven that a motorcycle can carry nostalgia without sacrificing innovation. If you're looking for a motorcycle that feels alive, stands out at every stoplight, handles with grace, and reminds you why riding is such an emotional experience, the 2026 Kawasaki Z900RS might just be your next favorite machine. Kawasaki has created a harmonious blend of retro beauty and modern sophistication, making this year's Z900RS one of the most compelling offerings in its class.